Hey everyone, public service announcement here. The video that you're about to watch, I did get a little tilted in due to some technical difficulties I had with the client. I am able to finally draft on the Lotus Lounge Discord with LSV, super exciting. And the draft went well, that was fine, but figuring out how to do all the nuances and everything kind of took me a bit, and we kind of ran not late or anything, but it was like 20 something minutes after we were done drafting for me to start playing our matches, and I just felt really bad. Most of the players, said it was fine, but I had to ask a lot of what I felt was dumb questions. I also want to use this as an example of it's okay to not know what you're doing sometimes. You got to learn. Everyone starts somewhere. And even, the big YouTubers and, professional players and everything, they had to start from somewhere. So this is my origin story for this, if you will. And I just wanted to say, for people out there struggling, regardless of what field that might be in, it's okay. Just get through it. There's going to be growing pains. They're going to have issues. You're going to fail. Just get back up. I was able to do that in the future drafts, and they go smoothly for me now. So just anyone out here that needs to hear that little bit of inspiration, this is for that, and I hope you enjoy. So yeah, I just wanted to say, if I seem off and I'm not as talkative as my normal stuff, I do apologize. It does get better. Spoiler alert. I've drafted many times by the time you see this video on this server, including a non-zero amount of 3-0s. So I'm really excited to show those videos. Unfortunately, I am going to show this one because even if I draft 100 times on this server, this is my first video, and I really want to dedicate it to Ryan Chimzar. So yeah, stay tuned for that at the end of the video. Enjoy the content. Welcome back to another Cube video. If you have noticed, we are on Draftmancer again, but we are not drafting my cube. We are drafting LSV's cube. I finally started playing in the Lotus Lounge with them. So this is my first draft. I am on LSV's team. Ryan Chimzar, my birthday buddy, is also in this draft, but he's on the other team. So everyone boo that man in the comments. Okay, so it's funny. I was wondering if I should go some type of reanimator if I could, but both Atraxa and Griselbrand being in the pack kind of deters me from wanting to do something like that. I am passing to LSV. And he likes the draft artifact style thing. So this Displacer Kitten, I don't know how Cuniac drafts that much. So I don't know if they would take Displacer Kitten. I think with this pack, I am supposed to just take Swords to Plowshares here. And I don't know, maybe LSV will see this later and he can judge me and tell me what I should have taken. But hopefully he'll either get Displacer Kitten or the Retrofitter Foundry is what I would like to set that up with. Here my bias wants to take Sylvan Safekeeper. I'm not going to do that. I'm kind of between the Oko or the Lightning Bolt. I don't necessarily want to just like automatically be 5 colors, but like the other things I'm looking at are Volcanic Island and Starting Town. I already passed Griselbrand and Atraxa. If I took either of them, I'm probably taking the Exhume, but I really don't want to do that. I think I'm going to take the Oko. I think it's just the strongest card in the pack, and I don't have to play it. But I might regret not taking Lightning Bolt later. We shall see. Here we have a Lorien revealed, which helps us potentially cast our Oko, similar with Polluted Delta, if we can get some type of Hedge Maze or Tropical Island effect. Again, I'm just going to kind of bank that Quinniac's not playing artifacts, so I can just keep feeding LSV more artifacts. I think I'd rather have Lorien revealed than Polluted Delta. I'm not sure if that's correct or not, but that's what I'm going to take. Yeah, it's weird that on Draftmancer you're passing to the right, or at least that's what it looks like here. I don't know. It just has an arrow, so I assume I'm passing to Quinniac and then LSV. I mean, here we have a Savannah. I do like Savannah. If I took Lightning Bolt, I'm probably taking this Fillage. But I would like to play Oko, and I would like to play my Swords of the Plowshare, so I think I'm supposed to take Savannah here. so I shall. I am very excited. I've been wanting to do this for a while, so. Okay, we have a Hollowed Fountain. That cycle, or Lorien Revealed cycles into that, which helps cast swords and our Oko. It's also a Mystic Confluence. What's really nice about this cube is that, unlike my cube on Arena, we have duels. So me passing this Hollowed Fountain isn't the end of the world. But I do think I do really want this Mystic Confluence. I think I'm going to take the Mystic Confluence. I think that's what I'm supposed to take here. Okay, well now I'm just probably going to take Consult. I could also see taking Felia. I don't have anything to go with it currently, though, so there's nothing to reward me. It's just, do I want to assume a more aggressive start? I'm going to take the Consult. There's a Bauble and a Chromatic Star. And a Tishana's. There's also just a Avacyn's Pilgrim. I don't think we're quite there. I do apologize for my dog barking. Let's see. I'm running out of time. I'm just gonna take the Bauble. There's a lot of things I can go with it. I think the Tishana's Tidebinder is also another really strong pick there. Earthsign Monstrosity can be nice. It would be really good in my cube. I don't know about in the powered cube. I think I like this better than the Elvish, so I'll take it. Okay, so Displacer Kitten. I mean, they could have taken the Retrofitter Foundry as well. Either way, we don't appear to be a Displacer Kitten deck. Not really a Treasure Cruise deck either, so I'll take Gobin. Here I'll probably just take Fanatic of Ronus. Still nothing really going with Felia, so I don't necessarily regret that take. I might regret not taking the Tishana's Tidebinder, though. Okay, I'm going to assume that LSV is not on artifacts at this point. I've not played with this card yet. Enters, tap new default token. Okay. It's another ramp card, and what does this one do? I'm running out of time. I'll try this. Sure, I'll take the playable. I could have taken the Doomsday, I suppose. Might have been the smarter take. I'll take Sunfall. I really like Sunfall. Sure, I'll take Descendant of Storms. Leyline Binding is not a 0. Oh, Gleemox. Fantastic. There's also Broadside Bombardiers. But yeah, I'll be very happy to take a Gleemox. I mean, Arwen's basically guaranteed to wheel. I probably would rather have Delighted Halfling, as it helps cast my Oko. There's also White Plume. Obviously, I can't take it here over the Gleemox, but hopefully Sven can't. I mean, they're probably taking it, but hopefully they can't use it, and then it's just a hate draft. But yeah, let's take the Gleemox. That's a Tinker and a Stock Up and a bunch of other goodies. I hope that this Razor Verge Thicket wheels. Oh, there's a Seasoned Dungeoneer. I don't know why I didn't see this card. Yeah, it's not even like a weird art. I just gravitated towards the Tinker. Yeah, I'm definitely taking the Seasoned Dungeoneer here. I really hope that this Razor Verge Thicket wheels, though. Ooh, Tropical Island. Tropical Island is nice, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't even think I'm giving up really anything. I haven't played a whole lot with April, so I don't know how good she is yet, but I'm just going to slam this Tropical Island and be very, very happy with it. No, it's a Misty. I do like Elspeth, but I want to be able to cast my spells, and Misty gets all 3 of my colors, so we're going to take this Misty. Passing some really sweet white cards. Hopefully some of them come back. I don't think the Preordain will come back. There is a key. That was my pick 4, so it's not very likely that Ryan, LSV, or Cuniac have a Mana Vault. I'm sorry, Time Vault. That's a Stern Scolding. Spellseeker gets us Swords to Plowshares. I don't like that very much. There is an Oust. It's Oust or Stern Scolding, in my opinion. I could also see Jacked Rabbit, but I really am a big fan of Oust, so I'm going to take the Oust here. Okay, another key, so it's further beyond that people probably don't have the Time Vault. We are not a Mystical Tutor deck. I could just take Sylvan Caryatid or Suspicious Stowaway here. We're not really a Sylvan Caryatid deck. Like, we get into Seasoned Dungeoneer faster is basically it. It doesn't even help us protect. I think I'm going to take the Stowaway. Stowaway is also really nice for taking the initiative. So is Gobin in that regard. Bristly Bill. Baloth Prime. What does this do? 6 stun counters, sacrifice a land, create a... Okay, that's kind of cool. It goes with Titania really well. We're not a Pinthead Prism deck. We do have 1 fetch for Bristly Bill. Bristly Bill, if I were to take it here, definitely makes me regret taking the Lorraine Revealed. But I could also just see taking Haywire Might to have some type of artifact hate. I think I value that more than what's going to be essentially a vanilla creature for me. Keep in mind, I have not drafted LSV's cube very much. The power cube I have is much more streamlined. Here I'm just going to take the Elvish Mystic. I could see taking Thraben Inspector here too, but I do like the 1 mana accelerants, as it can help me play my Oko. Mox Opal Wield, Candelabra, Map. We're just going to take Delighted Halfling. I kind of regret taking the Elvish Mystic now with Delighted Halfling wheeling, but it's probably a good sign. I'm not taking the Arwen. Okay, the white, oh, there's also Waterlogged Grove. Waterlogged Grove is another way to get a land type, or a type into my yard. But I think I'd rather have, my biggest pile here, which it should be, is my 1-drops, and it requires a lot of white and green, so I think that's kind of the tiebreaker. I don't know how good Sarok is in a powered cube. I've yet to play with them. What is Deceit's blue? Okay. And then April is at the beginning of your end step. Draw a card for each card type. Sure, we'll try that. Paradoxical outcome. We are not a paradoxical outcome deck. I could see taking the Wandering Emperor, though. I do like that. Oh, and Jackrabbit came back. Okay. This is definitely a weird deck. Yep, okay. Alright, let's open another piece of power. Come on, Black Lotus. I'm just kidding. If I open Black Lotus, I'm sure I'll 0-3. Alright, well, we did not open another piece of power, so what do we do now? We take a fetch land, probably. As much as I like Hero of Dominaria, we're not really a Hero of Dominaria deck. We don't have a lot of ways to abuse Tamiyo. And we already have Tropical Island, so it makes me like the Verdant that much more, because it also is a source for the Savannah. So this is, for those that aren't paying attention at home, this is a 3-color land where Breeding Pool is just a 2-color land. So let's just take the Verdant. Another land. There's also a miscalculation, which I do really enjoy. Having some interaction is really nice, and I probably should value it higher. But I also have to make cuts anyways. I'm not saying this deck is exciting. Like, I'm definitely going to have cuts to make. I'm going to take the Wooded Foothills. I just really want to be able to cast my spells. Krang. Okay, yeah, we're definitely not doing that. Cryogen Relic. Oh, yeah, Metamorphosis Fanatic. I'm excited about this card in the future. Not now. I think I'm just going to take the Seachrome Coast. Again, that pack is just not too exciting for us. I wouldn't hate Containment Priest coming back. I would potentially even mainboard it, as we saw a lot of and are still seeing a lot of cheaty face things. And we're not necessarily seeing them wheel. I know we saw Gristlebrand, but that was our pack one pick one. And obviously I assume that the person taking Atraxa would be equally interested in it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, pick 4 Theorylingus. Can we splash this at all? We have Wooded Foothills. Stomping Ground is gone. We're not a natural order deck at all. There's Pest Infestation. I'm not too interested in birds. There's Memory Lapse. I'm probably supposed to just take this 4 Theorylingus. I don't think passing it to them is that smart. So let's just take it. Generous Int. There's also Teferi and Time Warp. Oh, Titania. I have Fetches, which can still be good. Yeah, I have 3 Fetches. Sure. I'll take a Titania. There's a Death. So Once Upon a Time, which I think I will just snap up here. Oh, you know, there's also a Mana Confluence. Mana Confluence pays for red. I'm still just going to take the Once Upon a Time. I'm hoping we can, like, snap up a red Triome. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Sanctum. Again, I want to be able to cast my spells. Deathrite Shaman can make red. Temple Garden is just another Savannah. There's also Manamorphose. Yeah, I'll just take the Temple Garden. I just really want to be able to cast my spells. Okay. What does this do? We're not a great Tameo deck. We're not really a great Nissa deck either. I'll take the Boseiju. Cogwork Librarian or Outland Liberator. I like Outland Liberator. I could. Does Ceres Paragon do enough? I don't think it does. Sure, we'll take an Outland Liberator. Into, I suppose, a Night's Autumn. This puts a card type in the yard. But I'll take the Night's Autumn. Okay, there's a bird. There's the Pest Infestation also wheeled, though. I'll take the bird. It just being able to reasonably play. There's also a Talisman. I think I like that better than Giver in this deck. Just again to be able to potentially reasonably play the 4 Theorylingus. Terra Sunder Wheeling is also nice. I don't have the black splash, like a solid black splash, but you know, maybe the birds can help me with it. So I will see you in the deck tech. The NYSE is returning for its 10th installment. This event will be held June 6th at the Knights of Columbus in Patchogue, New York. Top 8 prizes include all 5 Moxen, Time Walk, Ancestral Recall, and even a Black Lotus. Proxies are allowed for this event. Please use the link in the description for more information on proxies and other questions you may have. Now let's get back to the video. Hey, so I realized I never did a deck tech for this due to some of those technical issues I was having / embarrassment, etc., but we're over that now. So I just wanted to talk about the deck a little bit. So I did end up, as you see, got some Mana Dorks. This whole deck is trying to basically, play out a turn 2 Oko and just start playing ahead of curve. I haven't played with Wistfulness yet. I'm very excited to try it out. And I did end up playing the 4th Aerolingus. LSV told me, and I quote, just play Mountain. And when a Magic Hall of Fame player tells you to do something, I'm going to listen. So that's what I did. I do have the Gleemox, which is very, very nice. So that's going to help out a lot too. And Wooded Foothills, I think, ended up being the last fetch I ended up grabbing. So very happy I did, because I think, if I remember correctly, it's been several days now, but I think I was on the fence of taking the Wooded Foothills, so I'm glad I did, just to enable the mountain again. So yeah, 4th Aerolingus was great. I am proud to announce the 2026 Oklahoma Land Run Weekend, July 10th through the 12th. This event will be held at the Reed Convention Center in Midwest City, Oklahoma. Join me and my vintage family for a weekend of Magic the Gathering events featuring huge prizes and competitive play across multiple formats. Main events include a Vintage, a Legacy, and a Team Trios event, including Vintage, Legacy, and Modern. Don't have power? No worries. You can proxy any card currently on the reserve list. Side events so far include a High Roller Vintage Cube for Power Thursday evening, at least one old school charity event, a pre-modern challenge, also Thursday evening, hosted by Game HQ, Duel Commander, and even more to follow. For more information, please use the links in the description to join the Oklahoma Land Run Discord. I'll see you there. Now let's get back to the video. Alright, sorry about that. I finally am back. And yeah, ready to play. I had a lot of technical difficulties first time doing this. Yeah, no response. So forgive me. Here I'm just gonna crack this. I guess get tropical. I don't know why I thought I had a breeding pool for a second. Here we're just gonna play the Gobin. There we go. All right. So again, I did apologize deeply to everyone playing. First time doing this, bear with me. So, all right. Let's focus. Let's get a dub. I did have to mulligan to 6. Let me get the mic out of there. There we go. So, looks like Sven had to open up with the Waterlog Grove. So, maybe they're light on mana sources. I only had basic Mountain in my deck in order to do this. Oh, no response. Okay. Sorry, bear with me. I'm a bit flustered. So this first round, my content's probably not going to be the greatest. Hopefully they don't have a Time Walk in their deck. That would be very bad for us. And hopefully between Gobin and our draw step, we hit a land and can start upticking Oko. Consider. Okay, that's probably good for us, but it means they probably already have their busted spell like Flash or something in their hand, because they're definitely not doing that for Consider. Okay, let's go to combat. I also have to get used to Moto just in general. Combat damage. Always yield. This is so awkward. Let's pitch the Wandering Emperor. We're just so far away from it, unfortunately. Also, I did realize I should have cast Once Upon a Time before casting Gobin. I think I had it in my hand again. I am just incredibly flustered at the moment, so bear with me, please. I do have a basic mountain in the deck for 4th Aerolingus. So that's good. After this game or match, whenever I cut and edit the video, I will settle myself down. So hopefully I don't throw too much. But Sven's been very, very nice. So that helps a lot, especially getting, new players. I'd like to be a regular, and hopefully this doesn't happen again. Just learning everything all at once. Like, I read through all the rules, contrary to what my teammates might believe, but I suppose not everything stuck immediately. I'm also, not the most computer savvy person, so. All right, anyways, so Bristly Bill. Yep, we're going to go to combat. They're going to attack for 2. That's fine. No blocks. Eventually go to their end step. I'm going to crack because I do want to get Temple, I think. Yeah. All right, next turn. So they could have counter for Oko. Let's go to combat. They can't block, and I'm not blocking. I can block. I almost just clicked through my attack. That would have been really awkward. Let's see what I draw. I don't want to lose my Oko, so Keen-Eyed, eh? I was going to say, so I'm probably going to want to produce some other things. Here I'll... Do I want the Keen-Eyed or do I want the Ursine? I'm gonna pitch the Keen-Eyed. Let's play this. Develop a little bit more of a board, and then in turn I can consult. I can start upticking the Ursine on the turn I play them. If I had a mountain, I could play this Leyline, but I do not. So this currently costs 3, and we only have 2. But this also means that the Oko can be uncounterable, depending. Ooh, Isotil. I'll respond. Let's let them think that I might have a Daze or something in the deck. Oh, Titania? I'm going to take the Titania in the off chance I top deck a land here. Alright, and then now I get to do that sweet, sweet F6 value. Let's top deck a land, get back our fetch land. That'd be great. No blocks. Okay, that's a Gleemox. I'm glad the zeros this don't go instantly into play like some of these others. Alright, let's play this. Let's get back our Wooded Foothills, and that can get us Mountain if we want to, in case they blow up the Gleemox. I think that's honestly fine. Attack again. Probably should have done all this before, but I was probably going to play Titania almost regardless. Mystic Confluence is a banger. At this point, I'm going to discard the Ursine. Let's instep. Yeah, they did discard the flash like I predicted with the Spell Seeker, so they just didn't have anything big. They might have the Atraxa. I don't know. Actually, I think our teammate has Atraxa. I think they posted. Speaking of which, I need to screenshot all this real quick. Natural Order is a pain, but we have a couple answers depending on what it is. Hopefully, it's just like a World Spine Worm. We have plenty of answers for World Spine Worm. Oh, Nadu. Okay, are we just dead? Sven putting triggers on the stack. Always yield. Always yield. I guess I should have always yielded from the left. Yep, this is going to be really awkward. Okay, let's see what they draw. Yep. Yeah, the Isotol looping the waterlog is going to be gross. All right. Ugh. Opponent has a sweet deck. We do have Mystic Confluence, though, so we're not, like, dead from it or anything. Like, they still have to present lethal somehow, some way. And if they go too low, Mystic Confluence might kill them. Especially with Isotil milling their board and everything. Okay. Is this, Okay, yeah, it's not a May. So, Mystic Confluence can trigger this 3 times and get 3 cards at the top of their deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oh, sorry, so 6. So I'm 2 mana away, so I'm not going to be able to Oko and Mystic, but I might be able to Leyline and Mystic. Yeah, I can Leyline and Mystic if I top deck a land. Mountain. Showing them Mountain is something, unfortunately, but alright, let's move the declare blockers. They can pump, but whatever. They double the amount of counters for a... Yeah, I have to double block. Unfortunately. I assume they're going to double the counters. But we shall see. Can I see more of their graveyard somehow, some way? There we go. Okay. I was saying it's not waiting on me, thankfully. Yep, doing the pumping. Always yield. Combat damage. Staying alive. Next turn. Outland Liberator doesn't do much. Let's just go to combat. Attack. Declare. Deal combat. Ditch the bird. And then I think I want to do this now. Wait, no, I can't. Oh, I can't do both. Yeah, I can't do both, unfortunately. So let's... Let's make them mill 5. I want to do this now before they can have potential untaps. Yep. And then lands will make them mill as well. Hopefully just hit more lands here. That would be great. No, okay. Would have been great to be able to cast 2 things and trigger that again. Sven's at 2 cards. Oh, nice. Okay, here I don't think I want or need anything. Let's just resubmit and get this round over with so I can take a breather for a second and clear my mind. Whoops. So yeah, opponent has a very strong deck. Did not realize that they had Oracle as a option. So that's fun. It would have meant that maybe I had to play a little bit more greedily, and maybe we didn't see any counters, but that doesn't mean they don't have any. So yes, I'd like to play first. Let's not mulligan. Sure. We have a Gleemox, but I don't think it's worth mulliganing to. And you know what? I am actually just going to cast this without paying its mana cost so I can do the Urza's Bauble thing. Oh. Step. This is probably going to get our tap land now. What did they reveal? They reveal the strip mine. That's kind of brutal. Well, if they want to strip me, that's fine. I have a Gobin. Not going to play anything else. Gobin is a pretty decent clock if you don't discard lands. Yeah, strip mine's fine. I do wish I had a mana dork now, but it is what it is. If they strip mine me, it also means that they're likely not to naughty this turn. Yep. I can block, I'm not going to. Yep. And Sven knows that. Okay, so we have Lauren revealed. I'm not going to play it yet. Let's go to combat. I'm really getting close to clicking through my combat. I need to get used to this client. Oh, that's a 4th Aerolingus. We are so far from Mystic Confluence mattering. But I still think I'm going to get rid of Suspicious Stowaway. Let's play Savannah. Then we'll F6. And then I'll cycle Lorien Revealed for Island. Sven likes opening up on Waterlog Grove, that's for sure. No response. Island cycling. Go get Tropical Island. Go to my turn. Oh, that's a Haywire Mite. Let's go to combat. See what we draw. Because if we draw a Gleemox, I may want to play Seasoned Dungeoneer. Declare attackers. It's an Oko, which I do want. I think I'm going to pitch the Mystic Confluence. We need to play the Haywire Mite so that we don't get Strip Mine locked. That would be terrible. All right, next turn. Let's see what happens. I do get a Seasoned Dungeoneer down next turn, and Seasoned Dungeoneer can go get Mountain, and we can maybe finish them off with 4th Aerolingus. Oh, they have it? Okay. Alright, well, I'll see you next round. And I forgot to hit recording. I guess I'm not done. Anyways, let's Oko here. You just missed me, Gleemox. They Fatal Pushed. We have an Oko now. Let's go. We'll F6 again. All right, so we have Wooded Foothills. Here, I think I want to just swap their Witherbloom Apprentice so I don't just auto-lose. And then maybe play a Jacked Rabbit. I'll get Mountain. It's also just another type. combat, instep. Okay. Whew. Well, flame slash on that. Okay, yep, no response. No, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, well, at least we have Ursine Monstrosity. I'll probably just get Tropical Island. I really don't think it's worth letting them take the ley line. I mean, they're going to take it regardless. I might as well make them crack their food. All right, let's draw a Mystic Confluence, shall we? All right, draw Mystic Confluence. Or Sunfall. Sure. Well, this is getting decent when it attacks. Death Greatest Champion resolves. Yep. Swords to Plowshares. Let's go to combat. This does have double strike. So yeah, I should have attacked all this. I messed this up. That's what I get for overthinking it. I just took damage off the board. I could have attacked them for 2. They'd be at 4. Also, I would think that might have been the first instant. Okay, it didn't matter. Well, that's nice. I'm just gonna send it back. This draft has definitely been a wash. I still think I want to post it, but it is all the technical difficulties and whatnot weren't the greatest. So. Well, we have Tropical into Bird. Or I guess we also have Gleemox. Yeah, we're going to keep this regardless. And I suppose we'll lead off with Once Upon a Time. Seems like the smart thing to do. Since I want to play Birds. I also want to play Gleemox because they have Duress in their deck. Yeah, we'll take the Stowaway. So I guess we'll lead off with Stowaway. All right. Day-night cycle has been introduced. Blood Tithe Harvester is fine. I'm kind of tempted to oust that, but they could be some type of reanimator deck. Ousting it just to make them like redraw it. But hopefully I just draw something with Suspicious Stowaway. Ooh. Yeah, let's go to combat. Always yield. Oh, Oko? That's actually really nice. Yeah, let's pitch at this point the birds. And let's play Ursine. We'll wait to play the Oko. Next turn we can oust and Oko to help kind of protect it. Who knows? Maybe we Oko and Elk our Gleemox and get in there. It just kind of depends on what our opponent does. Duress. Okay. Duress definitely punished us for not playing Oko. So Oko is gone. But you know what? That's a type for Ursine monstrosity. So we'd take those, I guess. Generous Ent. Okay. Don't have land reanimate. That'd be really annoying. Okay. Yep. Blood Tide the Stowaway. Well. That was the wrong land to play. Oops. Yeah, that was a punt. I gave them free information. But at least we're hitting them hard. I should have played the Misty. I just got lazy and clicked the right overmost. No response. Oh, Emperor. Yeah, let's attack. And then now we get to Wandering Emperor end of turn. Well, this might be our first dub. But I have no clue what our opponent is doing. Because of the delay, I felt really bad. So I just immediately went to the next match because they were already waiting. So definitely not pro tips at all. But you know what? We all got to start somewhere. So now that I further understand how all this works, I'll be more efficient at it in the future if they'll have me back. Yes. Let's play Wandering Emperor. Make a dude. I think here, okay, so I do have, okay, I don't have an artifact in the yard yet. Let's do this. Force them to do that now. Go to combat. And that should be game. Hopefully. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, well, that was fun. All right, so let me get this reported and I'll see you in the next. Welcome to round 3. I am playing against Ryan Chimzar, my birthday buddy. Well, this isn't a Gleemox Oko start, but I suppose it'll do. Let's keep. Always yield. It's F6 that. Anyways, so this has been a fun draft. I do apologize for not having the best coverage for it, but in the future it will get better. So let's play this Delighted Halfling. Next turn we can play a Gobin. Can even play a Gobin and potentially a Swords to the Plowshares if needed. I wish this was my Birds of Paradise, but c'est la vie. Ryan, thank you so much for helping me out with everything here. Yep, that resolves. Very glad that I was able to get into Moto again, and hopefully I can start doing this, I wouldn't say quote-unquote full-time, but definitely more often. That was a good draw. In fact, I think that was a good enough draw to just go ahead and hit the staff now. And then this way I can leave up the swords. Why is this revealed? Oh, they bend it to the Meticulous Archive. Makes sense. Sorry, again, I'm really getting used to this. I think I'm still going to post this, this embarrassment of everything, just to kind of show that, you know, it's okay to make mistakes and not go through, or sorry, that's not the words I was wanting to use. And just kind of, you know, you got to learn somehow, was the point I was trying to make with that. So, very interesting land choices from Ryan. Very funny. Funny is not the correct word. Interesting funny is what I meant by that. I used to have a ton of these when I first got into Magic. One of my friends gave them to me. No response. So that's why it was interesting. Rebecca, my wife, she absolutely loves this plans, and this was in her Commander deck for the longest time. Yes, you heard it here first. We used to play Commander. Yeah, that resolves. Yeah, we'll just let them fire it off. If we top deck Mountain, probably still not Fourth Aerolingusing. Okay, this I think I will let Eat of Swords, but it's like, do I want to play into a Daze? I'm not quite sure. I think I want to though, because I got to play into a Daze regardless, and I think I'd rather use my mana here. Because next turn I either have to continue playing around Daze or let them potentially Daze the Gobin or the other thing. Oh, man. Yeah, let's just play the Trop. Play the Gobin. Finding Mountain will be incredible. That is our best draw. Especially because Ryan is low on resources. I'm really glad I got to play against Ryan. That's a lot of fun. If I didn't already say it, Ryan is one of the contributors to help me get into Moto. So also Nick Price and Brandon Watson. Yeah, no blocks. Yep. All right. That's a mountain. Done. Combat. They will get to take it back, but that was happening regardless of how many people I made and held back, etc. So combat damage. Always yield. Always yield. Sure. We will take this. And I think we're just gonna F6 now. Draw our card. Bobble, okay. F6 through that turn. First time we got to see the Fourth Aerlingus, that's really nice. All right, so I don't know what Ryan could have here. He seems to be some type of mid-range or control-ish style deck. I don't know how many counter spells they could have, but at this point we're not playing into them. Or sorry, not playing around them is what I meant to say. Smuggler's Copter is a good one. Good thing we have Wistfulness, which is just going to kind of let us do everything here, assuming that they don't counter. Let's hope that they don't counter. Drawing a counter spell here would be insane. We do get Bobble, though, to get a 50-50 shot. If they do have one, we get to see it. Elvish Mystic's probably getting pitched to the Gobin. Let's see what card they want to reveal. Oh, they revealed the Lutri earlier. Okay. Oh, man. Orthari. That's a great one. Let's get Island. And then let's cast with Island, green, green, and red. Yep. Please don't let your second card be a counter spell. Yep. Let's take the Smuggler's Copter. We're going to exile that. Yield. Yield. I did play some vintage matchups earlier. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Mystic. I did play some vintage matches earlier, but it was not this complicated. I was mostly just doing my thing. So let's, yep, do this. Othari is going to be a problem. And our Swords is already used. Probably getting rid of the Once Upon a Time. 100% getting rid of the Once Upon a Time. I just don't know what I want to find. I'm not saying I want to play this season Dungeoneer, but again, I just don't know what I would want to find with the Once Upon a Time. Suspicious Stowaway, eh? I feel like I can't really F6 here. Oh, Ryan didn't have red? Oh, their last card must have been Mountain. Their last card had to have been Mountain. Otherwise, why would you fetch for this? Sure. Othari's a good one. Luckily, we have a 6/5. Yep, experience counter, we get to eat. Okay. Honestly, attacking and then Sunfelling. Ooh, Mystic Confluence, eh? I mean, that's a really good draw. Am I supposed to wait? Is it? This is just lethal. They don't have anything. Let's not mess up, Edward. Let's just force them to have something. Cast. Okay. Sorry, I just didn't want to mess that up. Don't have anything. Be dead. Alright, cool. I could see Terra Sunder, but I just don't think it's worth it. Let's just go back. Oh, man, I really wish I had more to talk about. I'm just not... I don't know if it's like a nervous thing or if I'm like my anxiety is still through the roof or what. But I feel like I'm much more talkative on the Arena Cubes. This is not a good hand. We will mulligan this hand. No Gleemox, eh? Alright, fine. Let's put back... I feel like it's supposed to be the mountain here. It's F6. Oh, that was a really good draw. I don't know if Ryan has the Wasteland. These are definitely things I should research beforehand, but... Again, I'll get better. First time, jitters, etc., etc. Okay, well, now we can get Outland out, maybe Keen-Eyed, start eating some things. Keen-Eyed is... I've lost to this card in Powered Cube way too many times than I care to admit. Just becoming a 7/7 Trampler is just absolutely gross. We know we don't have to worry about Strip Mine because our first round opponent, Sven, had it. Yep. I guess I can just F6 value, right? But yeah, I do have a soft spot for those lands. Ooh, okay. I mean, that's a copter. Let's fetch. We don't really want to be drawing more lands. Play a Savannah. I don't want to blow up the copter right now. Actually, I guess... Is that even not true? Cancel. Let's just do this for now and see what happens. This flips. It happens on attack, correct? Yeah, so they have to play a spell. And then if I end up not... Because if they play a creature, I'm probably going to need to blow up the Smuggler's Copter. But if they don't, then I can just Lorien Reveal, then I still have the Outland Liberator. Yep, having to play an Otawara, that favors us for sure. Guide of Souls, that's fine. And if they don't make me crack it, I'm not going to crack it. I'm just going to Lorien Revealed. Yep. I don't know if there's like punishes for making me wait as a creature, but hopefully there's not. That's a Sunfall. For those of you that are curious. Let's play a Keen-Eyed. So we have creature, land, artifact. Sorcery would make it a 7/7 next turn. I'm gonna attack for 1. Because I can make it a 7/7 with all my mana next turn. I guess it's not leaving up Beseiji by doing this, but I don't know if that's... If that comes back and bites me, then so be it, I suppose. I guess I shouldn't be F6ing. No, I turned off auto yields. Okay. That's on me. I literally turned off auto yields. I clicked it. I even clicked it like when it made the sound, and then it made the second sound. Actually undo. I guess at this point, Lorien Revealed could be a good draw. No response. And by lowering reveal could be a good draw. I mean, if I draw a island. Yeah, I'm not going to cycle the Lorien Revealed. I'll just F6. I know it's not a super high chance of drawing an island, but I could draw a Gleamox or something, maybe. Either way, okay. So they don't have black yet, and they're missing land drops. I don't think I want to Sunfall yet. Whatever. I think just sitting here and saying go is also just not great. Now we have a threat again. They can't jump. If they had black mana, I would wait, but yeah, what do they have here? Thieving Skydiver. Okay. Okay, sure. That's really nice for them. Really bad for us. Okay, Island. Island off the top. I know I have Visagi for the incubator. Oh, I also have this for the incubator, I guess. Let's just cycle this at this point. Yep. I'd rather them use their mana and like make me do it, so to speak, than do it preemptively. I don't see a lot of reason to. I don't see a lot of reason to hit the incubator token at this point. Like, let's let them use their 2 mana to my 1 mana. If I draw a Gleamox next turn, I'm going to be slightly upset, but that's okay. Sure. They have double white now. Yep, now they're going to flash back the tokens. Nice. No response. Mother of Runes is not good. Let's just hit this now. Let's draw a Titania. That would be nice. Go. This is going to be rough. And this is one of the reasons why I didn't want to play the Sunfell. Of course I did anyways. It's on me. Yep. Let's see what we draw. Oh, here our Blade Hold? Cool. Alright, we're definitely dead. Yep. Concede. Alright, last game. So we saw a little bit more, and I still don't want any of these, so let's just submit the deck and move on. Yes, I'd like to play first. And this seems fine. Keep. Lutri. Yeah, I see. I got to start paying attention to the Lutri stuff. And then now we have an Earth sign next turn. F6. Oh, going into this draft, we were tied up 4-4, I believe. So I don't know how the results are this round so far, but if I can continue Ryan's losing streak, I would appreciate it. But either way, if I lose, then I lose. But if I do lose, that means Ryan wins. And hopefully his team wins, because Ryan told me that he is 0-4 so far in these team drafts. And he's had some pretty sweet decks. Some of them not so sweet, but still had, 2-1 plus results. So, uh-oh, Ryan, what's happening? I wonder if he had to do something real quick. Okay, nope, there he goes. Okay, no turn 1 play. That's good for us. Let's hope we don't get mana tithed. Fourth Year Lingus can be good if I can draw a red source. I think I just want to get Island. I already have a white source here. This might get dismembered. Okay. Eagles. Okay. So maybe Ryan was just really thinking about how he wanted to proceed with his mana base. Let's see if Godless Shrine gets revealed for the umpteenth time. Nope. Meticulous Archive. Okay. I really hope I don't mill my Mountain or my Gleemox and I can just draw it, because I think it's going to be pretty close to lights out based on how based on what I've seen out of Ryan's deck. If I can make those things happen, of course. But if not, we still have Jackrabbit X equals 2 next turn. And if they play like Meticulous Archive Mana Vault, then I'll just blow up the Mana Vault with the Outland Liberator. Ryan's still in the tank. Okay, needing the untapped mana now for a Johnny. No response. No response. That is gonna be annoying. That's a Mountain. That's so annoying. All right, so here, let's play this. Yes. Let's combat. Let's see what we mill. Oh, I should have. Don't mill the Mountain. Don't you dare mill the Mountain. Please don't make me regret that. Okay, Titania being milled is kind of annoying. Let's attack them for 4. Because I assume they're going to block with the cat. And then I'll play a Jackrabbit. I didn't see a lot of red permanents out of them, so I'm not really afraid of this hitting. Like, next turn, them playing like a staff would be really annoying. But not the end of the world, and honestly kind of slow for what the board's doing right now. So now we get to F6, and then next turn we will Wooded Foothills for Mountain, play 4th Iralingus, and just hit as hard as possible. 4th Iralingus being in the yard will also add to the Ursine Monstrosity count. Ryan's still thinking. We are putting a lot of pressure on Ryan for what it's worth. Yeah, we can have 6 through this. Whatever Ryan has, he has. We know Ryan has a Dismember in his deck, not necessarily in his hand. Although them leading on a tap land there does make me feel a little bit better. Because they're likely to not play a red source here, so they're even less likely to shoot something with a Johnny. So next turn we can 4th for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They're off by 1. So 2 technically after blocks. Oh no, because this gets a counter on it when it attacks. So yeah, they're off by 1 post block. I guess no, they would block this, not the trampling. So yeah. Yep. Let's see what they play. I'm probably still just going to attack out all out at them. Is this a Thieving Skydiver for desperation just to block? That'd be cool. I'm okay with this. Yes, it was. Yeah, that's very good for us. Oh, that's a Swords to Plowshares too. Well, Ryan, you're not dead, but it's not looking great. So let's play Fourth Aerlingus. Let's force them to block. That Swords to Plowshares was an incredible draw. Oh, we got rid of an oust. That's annoying, but I won't complain. I'm not too worried about the Ajani. I'd rather just get them dead. Again, we have a lot of trampling damage. I mean, that's 6. So 12. Did this not grow? Okay, no, it doesn't grow. I don't know why I thought it grew. Sure. All right, Ryan, let's see what you got. Don't have Wrath of God. I mean, if they have Wrath of God, it's not the end of the world. They'll have a 2/2 post Wrath of God, and we'll have 2 creatures and a Swords to Plowshares potentially, depending on if I draw a land or not. We'll definitely have at least 1 creature, that's for sure. So we get to keep the Monarch if that's the case. F6. We have a ton. Oh yeah, creature. No, creature was already added. Uh-oh. Is this a Teferi? Oh, Fractured Identity. Okay. Sure, that's not going to be enough. They have 2 blockers. They block here and here. They take 5. Yeah, good games. All right. Well, we got there. As I already stated, I did forget to do the deck tech, which means I also forgot to do the deck tech outro. So, yeah, we went 2-1, and I just wanted to give another chance for players to see the deck. I do apologize for, not having done this the day of. So, but I don't think I need to beat a dead horse, so I won't. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed watching. I do have more videos coming in the future, and I'm excited to show those to you. So I will catch you next time. Welcome back to another episode of What's on Edward's Wall. As I preluded at the beginning of the episode, Ryan Chimzar is up next. Ryan signed this Dragon Rage Channeler for me a while back in 2021. Ryan is someone I met at the original land run, the one I did in Norman, Oklahoma at Wizards Asylum. And now we do it at GHQ. Well, now we're at a convention center, but after that we did it at a Game HQ. And Ryan and I share a birthday. So that was really cool. But Ryan drove down from Minnesota to come to Oklahoma for that tournament, and drove down with his dad. And I just thought that was really cool. It was our first year. I didn't think we were going to get many, if any, out-of-state players. And we ended up having, I think over half of the players actually end up being from different states like Tennessee, Pennsylvania, Minnesota, New Orleans. I have a feature story when I get to Dustin's Gristlebrand here. I have a story to say about the original land run as well that involves Jody Keith as well, which I think is hilarious. I think you guys would enjoy. But back to Ryan. Yeah, I'm really glad that they were able to come, and we had a really great friendship. It did help that we shared a birthday. That was really cool. But Ryan is the reason why I am drafting on this server now, on the Discord server, for multiple reasons. One, he's helping me with he gave me a ton of the cube cards on the client, so I didn't have to like buy everything up front because frankly I don't want to rent. I like just owning the cards and not having to pay a subscription or whatever. So Ryan really helping me front a lot of that load. I really appreciate. So I wanted to dedicate this video to him because without him, I probably still wouldn't be drafting on this server. And I've been having a ton of fun. I can't wait for you guys to see the rest of the videos that I have in my enormous backlog now. Since I kind of slowed down from doing videos once a day because it's just a lot. So, but if you guys like them and they start doing better, maybe I'll start doing daily or every other day videos again. But I just wanted to say shout out to Ryan Shemzar. I really appreciate you, brother, and I can't wait to see you at the land run, man. Bye.